I'm gonna change up the music, and maybe this. I don't think I've ever played this song before. Let's see what it's like. So the reason why I've picked up the, I would say, anger and the aggression in the music is because we're about to talk about our favorite team, and I could not leave them off the list because they've really, we love the Cincinnati Bengals so much. Like they're becoming one of our favorite teams. We do know a lot about them, and we can almost cover them.
Do we know a lot about the Cincinnati Bengals?
Don't know.
Do we? Because according to the YouTube universe, and I'm going to say it, we don't know nothing. We didn't watch any Bengals games. The Bengals are just the best team that's ever walked the damn planet Earth. Listen, I'm going to say this because we have about 9 minutes left in this show, and I was defending the Cincinnati Bengals the last time we talked. But the fact of the matter is, Bengals fans, you guys are absolutely delusional, okay? Stop. You guys had a really good season, a really good team. You got good job. But how are you going to sit here and say that your team is set? Your team's good. Don't need to do anything. What for? You guys are good. Great quarterback, all this stuff. But every other team that is good, been to Super Bowls, Kansas City last year, coming off a Super Bowl, went and changed their entire offensive line. Their entire offensive line got better. And then what happened? Cincinnati came out of nowhere and beat them. And their team was like, oh, we don't have to do nothing. I was a Chiefs guy. Chiefs are good. They don't have to do nothing. Stop acting like the Cincinnati Bengals are some Patriots dynasty from the 2000s where they're winning every year. Stop it, okay? Yeah. Joe Burrow's good. We're not saying he's not. Good running game. Joe Mixon's nice. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Offensive line has been the problem. You guys addressed that. Good job. The defense was solid last year. Great. If you don't think they need to improve, then you haven't been watching football for your entire existence. So stop it. Stop coming at Dylan's head. We know what he said. We know he said they wouldn't sniff the playoffs. We get it. It was a little sarcastic, okay? Bengals fans, sit the hell down. Just sit down and shut up. Y'all the Super Bowl losers. You guys are second place. You guys are good, but calm down.
Yeah, you guys are a great team. You guys are growing. I would say you guys are more likely going to be a playoff. It's going to be a battle though. Like it's not a guarantee
easy.
that you're. Yeah, it's not a guarantee that you're going to be a playoff team, and it sure as hell isn't a guarantee that you're not going to be a playoff team. So either way, it could go both ways. You guys had a great season last year. We'll see if that can continue. Now we've asserted our dominance. We've put it out there. This is more of an aggressive date.
This is the one that we're gonna be throwing out the car at the end of the night.
Okay, let me see if I can get a good. What is this one? Let's see.
Cincinnati fans be getting me fired up, man. They entitled because they went to a Super Bowl. Like, come on, man.
Let's see what this one is.
A little weird. We appreciate all the back and forth, though, Bengals fans. Make sure you come back and do it again. But I want to see the same energy during the season. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we talk about the energy in the offseason. It's easy. Everybody's 0-0. Everybody's team's getting better. Everybody's going to signing guys. Let's see what happens when you actually step on the football field. Every year, there's 6 or 7 playoff teams that were there, made a good run, and then didn't make it the next year. Ask the Rams when they went to the Super Bowl. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles after they won the Super Bowl. Let's just pump the brakes and act like, let's just be realistic. You still need help. There's still some holes on that team.
We're going to night at the Roxbury this one. Zach Taylor is stepping up for a final dating game contestant here. He's rocking. He's bobbing. Emilio! Zach Taylor is stepping up here. Aaron, who is the perfect match for the Cincinnati Bengals? And you better get it right, because if you don't, they're coming at you.
First of all, if I say it, it's right. I don't give a shit what Bengals fans think. They don't know. I mean, I'm the one that defended them.
Whoa, bro. Do you even subscribe to PFF, bro? Like, you really should invest in the PFF.
I heard Eli Apple was the second best man-to-man cover corner last year.
Eli Apple is so good, bro.
Eli Apple. Come on, man. Eli Apple's been on how many teams now? Stop, okay? Listen, I do got hope for Bengals fans because I do like what the Bengals are building. They're a really, really good young team. Fact of the matter is something happened this offseason that many people aren't even talking about anymore. They had a big key free agent who got hurt, who went and signed with another team. Well, he failed a physical with that team. That's Larry Ogunjobi. He failed a physical with the Bears, and this guy is a physical presence on that defense. I think that Cincinnati Bengals come back and they say, hey, look, man, you can't pass a physical. You're struggling. We're not going to pay you as much. We can't keep you at the salary that you wanted, but we're willing to keep you. We got doctors that'll pass you on your physical. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's a tough injury coming back from that Liz Frank type situation. But this is a guy that's dominant inside. He can be very, very physical for that defensive line. It gives them another piece in an area where I do think they need to get better. Yes, they were really good against the run last year, but their secondary is going to be a problem. When you look at the AFC West, the AFC West and the AFC North, and then you got the Bills, and now you have the Dolphins. Like, the AFC weapons are crazy. So if you want to line up Eli Apple and Chidobe Awuzie against Devontae Adams, against Deontay Johnsons, against Tyreek Hills, against in the playoffs against these AFC teams, the Keenan Allens, all these AFC teams have weapons. If you want to trust that, good for you. Go for it, man. I will see you when you're making your first round exit. But if not, then go get some pressure on the quarterback. Be stout up front. Allow these guys on the back end to not have to cover as long, and then you won't get burned for the game-winning touchdown like Cooper Kupp did against Eli Apple. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness! But
I'm going to throw shots all day. I'm going to throw shots all night at Cincinnati fans because they're delusional. We're talking about a Chidobe Awuzie who had one good season. One. Cowboys fan. I watched him in Dallas. I watched him at Colorado. Very talented player, but he gets exposed. So if you think he's going to come back and do the same thing year after year, maybe he does. Good for him if he does. But I need to see it. I'm not just going to have one good season happen and then be like, he's the best cover corner in the AFC, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that shit.
Let's book it right here. This clip is more than likely going to be out on YouTube this weekend for you Bengals fans.
This weekend, it's going to be out tonight. It's going to be out tonight.
If you see this video and you want to comment on there and you want to run your mouth and you want to talk about it and say how we're not Bengals fans, we need to subscribe to PFF, we don't know what we're talking about, show up at 8 p.m. Eastern time right here on YouTube, the same spot you've already found the video. It's going to be very easy for you guys. 8 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. If you don't like what we said, show up then. Bring it in the chat. We're very interactive. We see Bailey in the chat. We see AJ in the chat. We talking to them. We interactive. If you want to bring the heat, bring it. Show up. Step up to the plate. Bring the heat. Hey, maybe we'll even have you on the show. Maybe we'll turn this into a radio show and we have you on the show.
They can come on anytime they want.
You guys can throw blow for blow with us. Maybe we'll have another fan takeover show and you guys can come on and throw blows with us. But until then, just leave it in the comments because we do.
Until then, let me get $17.99 or $24.99 or whatever now PFF is charging because nobody has access to PFF except for Bengals fans.